it feels great to be with the coaching staff and the players. Like it's what I did football so many years ago, so many years of my career, 26 years of coaching football. I haven't coached in 7 years.
Yeah.
But you do it for everything that happens between the lines, to work with people, build relationships. The coaching staff we have here, we all competed against each other, but to have this staff working together and hanging out, it's just been a great week.
So how did you find out about this opportunity?
So Jeff Skurrin started working with Arizona Bowl in the city to try to give back to the seniors who lost really a whole season in southern Arizona because of COVID.
Yeah.
And he reached out to Coach Bene and myself. We were both not tied to a program, although I'm very busy as a principal, but I'm not connected to a football program directly, just my high school. But and Dennis is not connected to a team either, so we had probably more of a neutral interest to do the game as all-star coaches.
But for an opportunity like this, even though it was made for the seniors who lost the season, can you see this being a thing moving forward?
I don't know. I think it'd be a great thing to do as a tradition. I know there's a lot of donations that went into this. It would be really cool to have it same week every year. Maybe pick the top 2 coaches in the city to run it, or whoever. And it would be a good thing. I mean, we used to have all-star games back in the day, and they're really a great thing. Sometimes they're harder because they're in Thatcher back in the day, or they're in Phoenix. Having a Tucson one is real convenient for a lot of the kids. Some have to drive, but most of them can get here. And I think it would be a good thing. I mean, I think when you do something the first time, as you continue to do it, it grows and gets bigger. And I think it would get bigger, and I think it would be a high-profile game. But I do know there's a lot of community donations that came into play to get this thing done for our seniors, the seniors. So I'm not sure if they could pull it off again or not.
Okay.
The players seem really bought in. Is that, what you've noticed this week is that they're just, really happy to be out here?
This is probably the first week that's been normal in over a year. Like, it felt normal to be out here, and the kids are happy. They're on the field. Attendance has been great. I mean, we haven't had an issue. They're on time. I mean, they're just ready to go, and it's exciting.
Cool. The coaches out here, a lot of guys that you've coached against when you were at Santa Cruz.
Coached against, coached with. I've had some people that joined my staff at some point. A lot of them, we've been rivals and had tough games against each other. And like, Dusty Peace and Jay Campos, him and I, every game our 2 teams went at each other, it ended in the last minute or even the last play in overtime. He's not an assistant principal now, though, so we joined forces. But just the whole staff. I'm the head coach, but I have such a good staff. It's like, what I know about leadership is hire the best people and get out of their way. Yeah. So we put together the best staff, and I got out of their way. And I know Dennis Bene's doing the same. He's got a really good staff too.
From your perspective, what was it like just seeing these kids going through the year that they just went through?
It's frustrating. There's nothing like high school football. Those memories, you played for me, and we still talk about all those great games we had, and the tough games that we can go back to. But it all comes back to relationships. Jay Dobbins is on the other staff, but he had a great speech yesterday, and he said, you have all these things you do football for, but when it comes down to it, it's to create grit in your life, and you build those relationships, and it teaches you when you get knocked down that you can depend on those people for relationships, or you just got to get up on your own sometimes. And so football just teaches you so much. They missed that last year. They didn't have that as seniors, and I feel bad for them. I feel bad for, it is what it is. COVID is out of nobody's control. We all worldwide everybody had their different frustrations with it. Just locally, Tucson football, it's tough on the kids. They missed out on those relationships, those experiences, and they'll learn from it, though. If they'll take it, they're going to have more grit in their life for sure.
And then with all of those coaches, what's it like seeing each one of them pass down different pieces of knowledge to all the players?
It's fantastic. It's been kind of exciting to watch them, how they interact. And, it's a common denominator. They're all great teachers. It doesn't matter what you're teaching. They're just great teachers and motivators and relationship builders. That's every one of them has done that. So that's the common thread here. It's not rocket science. It's about getting people to believe in themselves and motivating them, and then building relationships.
All right. Thank you, Coach.